Everyone, Brent Kuhn here. First of all, I want to thank all of you who have recently retained our law firm associated to the damages that you've incurred, either physically or to your property associated to the horrific Valero explosion a couple of weeks ago down in Port Arthur. I have a lot of familiarity with that plant going back 40 years. We initially did a lot of work out of those plants associated to all the asbestos that was in those plants that was exposing all the workers and contractors, making them sick. Since then, we've had intermittent other issues dealing with people who were injured out at the plant. This is fortunately and unfortunately the first major explosion they've had out there in a long time. But what we've done to date, to recap, is that the first lawsuits were filed. We have probably about 1,000 claimants now that have hired a firm to help them with their losses. We have the injunction in place where Valero is prohibited from altering or changing or destroying any of the evidence associated to where this happened at. We have brought in our experts who are called Process Safety Management Expert, PSM experts, and we've done the site inspections. We've had 2 site inspections to date, one to look at where the facility actually blew up and the pipes that were ruptured, and then second to look over some other areas that Valero wants to move some additional pipe. All of this now is being cut out and removed by OSHA and will be put in a preservation order off-site in an air-conditioned, climate-controlled environment so that later, if needed, we can also do some testing on the metal itself with metallurgists to see if there were metal failures. It's too early for us to opine yet as to exactly what did happen, other than obviously there was an escape of hydrocarbons, which caused a massive explosion. The site inspections included the complete destruction of solid concrete buildings that were just, the concrete was scattered around like Lego pieces. It was amazing how much blast intensity there was from this, and you could clearly understand how it could blow out windows and damage homes miles away when you see what it did to solid concrete buildings near to the facility. So against that background, as a reminder how traumatic and devastating the impact was, we have people that were working there at the time, both people that were employed by Valero as well as people that were out there as contractors that we represent, that we've also talked to about what happened and how they escaped a near-death experience. There'll be a lot of continued investigation. Valero has yet to provide us with what we call the P&ID or the instrumentation diagrams. We have yet to see any of the maintenance logs and other orders. We certainly will go back and look at the control room, even though it was devastated in the blast. The hard drives and servers will retain all of the information associated to the product line that was running through it at the time. We'll be looking for oscillations, deviations in the pressure to help us, again, identify what was it that happened. Was it a control room failure? Was it an operational failure? Was it a metal failure? Was it a design failure? All of those are issues that we'll be looking into with our experts, and we'll report back what we find as soon as we know more. In the meantime, it's important for all of you to do what you can to protect your own evidence regarding your damages. So for people that have any kind of property damage, if you get repairs done, first take pictures of all of your property damage. If you have cracked sheetrock, if your slab's been moved, damages to the interior or exterior, take a number of pictures to preserve that evidence before any repairs are made and to document the evidence. We have appraisers who can come out if you had significant damage to your building or you want it checked for latent damages, which could include damage to the roof rafters. A lot of times the blast impact puts enough force on your roof that causes the beams underneath the decking that support the roof to crack or break. So we look for those issues. We look for breaks in the masonry of brick walls because, again, the impact can cause it to flex and it breaks that grout line or the mortar line, and that allows moisture to get in behind it. And the only cure to that is really taking all the brick off and re-bricking it. So there are a lot of things that aren't obvious damages that can be catastrophically expensive to have to replace. So we can do all that. The other is making sure that you at least get one medical exam. I know a number of you have gone to doctors on your own. The complaints have been widespread. Some of our clients have complained of nausea, headaches, things like that from the toxic fumes that emanated from the plant. Other people have had ringing of the ears from the blast impact. Some others, for various reasons, sustained other physical injuries. So for everyone, and then of course everybody was scared to death. So you have some people that still are having trouble sleeping at night, concerned there will be another explosion that may take their house. So all those are understandably real concerns, and doctors are out there that can diagnose and treat all those issues. So we have a team of appraisers that can help with property examinations and inspections. We also have doctors that are available on standby that would be more than happy to see and treat any of you for your follow-up medical. So our office on an individual basis will continue to work with all of you on those issues, working on your individual damages, while at the same time we continue to move forward with the litigation. And in doing so, we'll eventually be able to obtain all this additional information regarding the maintenance history of the facility, the last repairs, how the control room operated, and things of that nature. So we'll continue to keep everyone apprised. As there's additional developments, we'll continue to work with OSHA and other governmental inspection agencies, TCEQ, for instance, as we further investigate what happened and continue to seek redress for all of our clients. Thank you.
You've been watching a litigation update with Brent Kuhn and Associates. Brent Kuhn and Associates is a nationally recognized law firm and the epitome of the 21st century law practice. The firm has built its reputation on the satisfaction of its clients and the respect of both colleagues and opponents. Our mission is to help ensure that individuals' rights are protected and their well-being respected. For more information about Brent Kuhn and Associates and current litigation, please visit bkuhnlaw.com.